Traveling without a mask could soon be costly. The TSA is recommending a fine of $250 for travelers who don't comply with the federal mask mandate. Now, that fine could jump to $1,500 for repeat offenders. And since the start of the pandemic, we've seen numerous videos of passengers getting kicked off of planes for not covering their face.
But a New Jersey man tells News 4's Adam Harding he was recently forced off a flight because of his covering.
I do have a mask here.
This is the $85 mask Robert Joseph bought only weeks before his flight from Newark to Tampa. His job working security has taken him to the Super Bowl.
This was actually my first flight out since the pandemic. My wife's cousin lost her husband to COVID. He was 44, and she was left with a 6-month-old and a 2-year-old. So, it was a very unfortunate situation, but it was kind of a wake-up call to everybody in the family that this is no joke. We need to take this seriously. Going into the airport, I felt safe wearing it. It was kind of like my own little bubble around my face to keep us protected.
But when he tried to board his United flight, he says he was handed a different mask and told the one he was wearing was against company policy.
I didn't do anything wrong.
After some back and forth, Joseph says he put on another mask and was carrying the one he brought with him. That's when the situation escalated.
At that point, they kind of turned to me and they said, you know what, it's not allowed on the flight. If you're not happy with our policies, you can leave. I said, no, I'm fine. I'm going to go sit down. You don't have to hear another word from me. And at that point, they said, no, we already told you to leave. Get off.
His flight was supposed to leave at 11 a.m., but after getting the boot, he says he had to wait for the next flight nearly 7 hours later. In a statement to News 4, United says they don't allow the mask because it could potentially create certain impediments in emergency scenarios, such as preventing clear communication between customers and crew members.
All I was doing was advocating for mine and my brother's safety, as well as the safety of those around us.
Joseph says it's left a sour taste in his mouth and he plans to return home on a different airline. Whether he's allowed to wear the mask, that remains to be seen. I'm Adam Harding, News 4 New York.